pressure never disappeared. I simply evolved above it. There are moments during intense training where the atmosphere becomes so heavy that the body starts reacting almost instinctively to pressure, while the heartbeat accelerates violently underneath exhaustion. But somewhere inside those brutal sessions, I discovered something powerful. Chaos only controls people who never learned how to remain focused while everything around them starts collapsing. That realization transformed my mentality completely. Now every difficult workout feels cinematic, the lights feel distant, the breathing becomes sharper, and every movement starts flowing with a level of controlled aggression that feels almost hypnotic underneath pressure, fatigue, and constant resistance. Because once somebody survives enough internal wars, the nervous system adapts differently to stress. The panic, it disappears, the hesitation fades, and the body starts operating with calm precision while weaker minds lose control underneath the same atmosphere. That is why I keep pushing deeper into exhaustion when everybody else starts slowing down. Because somewhere inside chaos, another version of me keeps evolving through suffering, discipline, and relentless movement repeated long enough to erase weakness completely. Now every repetition feels fluid, every transition feels explosive, and every brutal session feels like another step toward becoming mentally untouchable underneath pressure and war. Tested focus. The chaos kept growing. The mentality kept ascending. Most people search constantly for stability because stability feels emotionally safe, but greatness grows inside environments violent enough to force adaptation beyond normal psychological limits. I learned that lesson through years of pressure. Now every difficult session feels addictive. The aggression becomes smoother, the focus becomes surgical, and the exhaustion starts creating momentum powerful enough to carry movement far beyond what comfort could ever produce. That is why the gym no longer feels ordinary to me. It feels like entering another dimension where discipline completely replaces fear underneath resistance. Now every breath feels calculated, every rep feels intentional, and every difficult workout feels like another revolution toward becoming something stronger than pressure itself. Still breathing through chaos, still moving through pressure, still ascending above the storm. You still don't understand. The pressure was never destroying you. It was rebuilding you into somebody the old version of yourself would never survive against. That exhaustion you feel right now, that's transformation happening in real time. So breathe and enter the storm again. The bass crashes through the atmosphere, my entire mentality changes because years of surviving chaos, exhaustion, and psychological pressure rebuilt something inside me that no longer reacts to difficult environments like a normal person anymore. Now the aggression feels smoother, the focus feels colder, and every brutal workout starts feeling like another cinematic evolution happening directly inside the nervous system underneath flashing lights, violent breathing, and endless movement repeated long enough to erase hesitation completely. Because somewhere during those impossible nights I discovered that pressure becomes addictive once the body fully understands that transformation only appears after comfort dies underneath exhaustion. That realization changed every part of my training. Now every difficult session feels hypnotic. The atmosphere feels electric, and the rhythm of movement breathing
and aggression starts accelerating together until the body enters a psychological state where pain no longer interrupts momentum, it amplifies it. That is why I move differently now, faster underneath fatigue, sharper during pressure, more alive when the environment becomes difficult enough to mentally suffocate weaker people completely. Because chaos revealed something inside me that comfort could never awaken. The storm kept getting louder. The mentality stopped fearing it. Most people spend their entire lives running away from psychological pressure because pressure exposes weaknesses comfort successfully hides for years. But repeated suffering transformed my mentality into something calmer, colder, and infinitely more dangerous underneath resistance. Now every brutal session feels cinematic. The heartbeat becomes explosive. The breathing becomes mechanical. And every difficult repetition starts creating momentum to carry movement far beyond normal emotional limits. That is why exhaustion no longer feels negative to me. Exhaustion became proof that another layer of weakness is disappearing underneath relentless discipline and war-tested focus. Now every transition feels violent, every movement feels fluid, and every brutal workout feels like another step deeper into a state where the body and mentality move together with absolute focus underneath pressure, chaos, and hypnotic cinematic aggression. Because some people survive storms, others become them. Still breathing through chaos.